good evening or good morning, folks. It's a little after midnight right now. It's the 18th of December. Less than a week. Christmas coming up. Weaver John C. A little bit more lights in the whole thing, but I'd still like to give you some more lights going on. I was trying to give you some more ambience in this place. Show you some. Tilt the camera up. See that? I don't know where to keep those things up. Especially when it's stretching from the wall all the way over here, when you can't leave any marks on things. And then there's lights I got right behind you. Yeah. Of course, I have to have some kind of lights around this place anyway. Hang on a second. Sorry, just had to check something out real fast. Usually sitting down and looking at the camera will be the normal way. Sometimes you just gotta be a little unconventional, you know? Especially when you're dealing with us. Makes it a little unusual, isn't it? Oh, mesmerizing, isn't it? Anyway, trying to get into a holiday spirit by getting the lights on for a short time at night. Just so I can feel the quote unquote. And it's kind of unusual seeing the flickering of the lights over here. All I need is a Disney Haunted Mansion thing would be pretty freaky enough. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit when it comes down to Christmas decoration lights. Only a creepier light, so. But it's supposed to be festive regarding the lights I've got right now, as it is. One quick second. Well, let's hope that works. The flickering of the lights. Once more, we get closer and closer to a holiday time where we're supposed to be going nuts, and then everybody else is actually literally going insane at this point over here. We are facing hospital shortages. We are facing loads of hostility from a lot of people these days. The simplicity of having Christmas lights on it to show what a holiday season is supposed to be becomes almost like a waste of energy at this point over here sometimes. Despite the fact I'm looking at lights are going to drive me crazy at this point over here. I was trying to get myself into a damn proper mood to feel stuff, but right now, this is going to be disconnected. Actually, turned off. Save the battery power. Cost me a pretty penny for it, too. But the stuff we use and celebrate Christmas or a holiday like this, you'd be surprised at how much we spend for this stuff. For those of us who actually get the money for stuff like this. Survival is supposed to be 2020 style right now. We are dealing with the year of the mask. We are dealing with people who have to wear these damn things on a constant basis. We are dealing with political forces at this point over here tearing each other apart, not to mention tearing ourselves apart. And it's driving us away from our family, our friends, those we care about, because of our own political ideologies, because of our own weird-ass ideologies coming out here that we have to constantly say that we're right and you're wrong. The election's already over, but the wounds are still oozing. Still oozing and bleeding like crazy. How is is the holiday season supposed to be celebrated at this point over here? You got me, boss. You got me, because our situation here is at a critical junction in our history. In our lifetime, we haven't seen. And I'm saying not we as in me, and that's about it, I'm we. I'm saying you and me and God knows what else, or who else is watching videos like this, because we're seeing history in the making, regardless if it's good, bad, or indifferent at this point over here. It's showing a century of pandemic in our lifetime, and we have social media, we have regular media, we have audio, visual, blogs, vlogs, whatever you've got out there, to actually record everything that's going on with this particular century, this particular pandemic we're facing. Back in 1918, they had people to write things about, journalists. They had photography. Sometimes those pictures are pretty damn graphic enough anyway, or telling enough what's going on. And there's always personal stories until they actually get the photographs and the recordings going on, where we're listening to actual things going on, news reports. But these days it's instantaneous. But it's also instantaneous confusion as well. People still don't believe that we have clogged up hospital beds. The facts and figures are wrong, according to them. I go on several sites, even on Facebook, and I'm seeing some of the conflict right there. People are saying that the COVID-19 is still bunko, and well, I want to use the polite awards at this point over here to not take off YouTube or Google or anybody else for that one. So. But the information is incorrect. Despite the fact that we've got statewide shortages of ICU beds being verified by each hospital, by each city, county, and then district, region. And we're telling people, look, we're having a hard time dealing with the hospitalizations right now. Even in the bad flu season, we haven't seen a complete state shutdown. And when you have a mayor who's got a sick daughter trying to plead to the people to do what's necessary to keep healthy, you still have people not believing in the damn thing in the first place. And it just never ceases to amaze me. No wonder in my videos I've always blamed people, because I blame people. They're stupid. They're stupid. They keep comparing COVID-19, this corona bugger, to a regular flu season, to a really bad flu season. And they're already getting information necessary saying this is not a flu, damn it. And people are now going to be freaking out because they're just now getting the vaccines. And they're trying to distribute the first batches out there to the urgently needed cases out there, not to the common public like me or you. Because you already had the damn bug, and you already got somebody else sick by the damn bug. And what drives me crazy is when you have state officials and then you have congressional officials saying, let's do the herd immunity. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You're gonna be killing people left and right to get herd immunity? Just protect your sorry ass? We have a vaccine out there that's gonna be needing 2-shot doses at this point. It needs to be chilled well below freezing before it gets diluted enough where it can shove in your arm and then work. But you're saying this is all a lie? This is drug manufacturer's way of getting money out of us? And they're not charging anybody? And shipping is not charging anybody for this damn thing? We haven't been through a situation like this before. At least I said before, in our lifetime. We've had local and state officials working their asses off, trying to protect the public, while the national just has their thumb stuck up their butts. Trying to say a nicer way about it, but still. And we're not taking this thing seriously enough. We're not going to be getting enough of the vaccinations until next year. We're not going to be really developing that herd immunity until we have enough of the virus killed off, because the vaccination has started the damn thing out. And the reason why we kept saying, wear the stupid masks, do the social distancing, don't gather in large groups. And if you're going to be gathering in small groups, better make sure that the guy or woman, whoever you're dealing with, is not carrying or not contagious. And you better know that for sure, because if not, again, distance and wear the frickin' masks. Is it so damn hard? But yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is so damn hard. It is so hard for these people to understand this concept at this point over here, especially when they keep popping in the idea that it's going to be affecting our personal freedoms at this point over here. The government is telling us what to do. The government is trying to keep us alive at this point over here. I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but the government's trying to keep us alive. At least certain politicians out there anyway. The rest of the politicians, I don't know what the hell they're doing these days. We haven't faced a pandemic like this in over a century. We've faced epidemics, smaller outbreaks of different viruses happening. That's why we've dealt with flu. But nothing this dangerous, this deadly. And if we've got the numbers and people are starting to order more and more body bags at this point over here, you better make sure that this thing is going to be the most serious damn thing in your life. But the problem is people don't care. They don't care. They don't want to care. They don't want to listen to it. They think they know better. Their routine in life is damaged. It's irrevocably gone. And therefore, we can't have what we have. Our economies are blasted to hell. Our jobs are gone. Our food lines are getting critical these days. Congress is still dragging its ass and trying to get money for the people instead of to their own damn corporate pocketbooks. Yeah, I'm hearing this and I'm seeing this. I'm not exactly liking the whole situation myself. For some of us who are actually trying to stay on the hell away from other people, we have a better chance of not catching this damn disease by isolating ourselves left and right, and it is a miserable isolation, I will tell you that. As I said before in a lot of my videos over here, I'm not an expert at anything at this point over here. It's only observations I've had throughout my entire lifetime. So don't start quoting me as being the expert of things. No, I'm an observer of things. I've been through a hell of a lot, so there's a disclaimer right there. I've seen flu epidemics, but I haven't seen numbers like this in my lifetime. I haven't even heard of numbers like this in my lifetime. I haven't even heard of politics being as screwed up, or people this terrified and confused that they're going after each other left and right. And social media is becoming more and more of a damn more of a war zone, basically. It's more like OK Corral. Different ideas are flying around left and right. People are still trying to figure things out at this point over here, and yet we have the end of the year and the holiday season over here to celebrate something. Now, here's the thing. Despite the fact that we've got a lot of setbacks, we've got a lot of closures going on, we have a lot of the things that we've taken for granted over the decades. We had industries built up and then industries being changed, mutated, and destroyed. And some of those traditions that we still have are putting up our holiday decorations, ornaments, plant life, lighted gizmos, whatever it is to celebrate whatever you're trying to celebrate. And at the end of the year, it's supposed to be the winter time. It's supposed to be blessed by cold and freezing ice in certain parts of the country, while the rest of us are drying out like crazy, saying, "Oh well, we got plenty of sun." It's not that It's not that. It's trying to keep a normalcy going on in the whirlwind of chaos happening at this point. And we have to consider that a lot of our traditions, a lot of the things that we've taken for granted, are not going to be with us for long. They're not. But they'll be changed, and they'll be changed again. We can't go to holiday gatherings without worrying about another COVID epicenter. People are still freaking out about the supercenter situations going on. In one particular news media on social, they're stating that LA or California is becoming a spreading center. Why am I not surprised? LA is becoming a spreading center at this point over here because A, people can't keep their act together, and B, this bug is so damn prevalent, it's going crazy at this point over here. And don't tell me I'm a parent for the other side or for the government or for whatever it is. I'm going by what I'm seeing and what I'm observing at this point over here for the evidence and for what I'm hearing. I'm trying not to do the telephone line game. I'm trying to tell people, psst, psst, psst. Did you hear about this one? Did you hear about this one? No, because whatever you can research, you can research. You can Google the damn thing. You can go on video logs. You can do whatever you need to do to research the stuff to back it up. And to understand what's going on, to educate yourself. And I know you're doubtful about all the information being popped out there because you're not sure who to trust or what to trust. The thing is, trust your gut. If your gut's telling you one thing, you trust it. If you're hearing something else, but your gut's telling you another thing, trust your gut. Because that's all we got is gut feelings at this point over here. And mounting evidence. But if the gut and the evidence doesn't match up, then you've got to find out what the truth is. And here's the funny part about it. We're going to be jumping on people who are doing that. I'm one of those kind of people. I have to jump on things. When I hear and read things, that's not quite making sense to me. I have to dig around and make sense out of the damn thing, and I make enemies out of it. Only because I fact check left and right. I know other people fact check, but I have to verify it one way or another. And I have to make sure that I understand and believe it. Yeah, believe is the other thing. Does it make sense? And am I comfortable with it? If I'm royally uncomfortable, there's something wrong with the damn data, or there's something wrong with something else going on. I don't know. But I still have to research. It's the nature of it. You have to get the facts. And you have to stick with the facts. You have to prove that the facts are legitimate. And once you get your sources and once they're credible enough, stick with the truth. Despite the fact the truth will piss people off left and right. Generally it does. But right now we are dealing with situations that are totally fluid and we need to have solid foundations going on. You just can't go out, base it off someone else's hysterical beliefs. You have to do the information yourself. You have to research it yourself. You have to make sure you're comfortable with it. Because if you have the slightest doubt in your damn head or in your gut that the information is false, your decision. Mine is to be skeptical these days. The older I get, the worse I get, because of social media can skew things left and right. And so does regular media. Brings me back to the lights, doesn't it? I know, you're trying to see connections on this one. But with the lights that we have, they're representations of lifestyles, they're representation of traditions, of events, of things we have done in our lifetimes. Things that are seemingly taken away from us. Only because there's a lot of things out there trying to take them away from us. It's kind of hard to celebrate a holiday season and be positive when you've got all hell breaking loose. And I'm always saying, just survive, just survive. Sometimes you need to have a little faith. You need to have a little belief in something beyond yourself. You need to have some gut level understanding of what's going on, of what to trust or who to trust. I know it goes back to the news, but it also goes back to your traditions, your faith, your beliefs of whatever you're accustomed to doing. Even if it means putting up Christmas lights, even if it means listening to holiday music this season, or whatever music you want to listen to at this point. It doesn't matter. I may be trying to talk to myself about the situation, but I'm also trying to tell people what's going on. Because these logs, as they call them, video logs, gotta love that terminology there. These things will matter down the road. I don't know why, I don't know how, but they will. And in time, maybe they'll all make sense. Or maybe they're just going to be incoherent words being spouted around left and right that people don't understand what the hell's going on. What the hell? So for right now, it is time for a biological shutdown for a bit. We will see in a few hours whether or not the world's still turning. We will see if the clouds are still there or if the sun's going to be coming up. We will see, and we will feel temperature gradients. We will hear snoring right behind us or around us by loved ones or by loved pets. But they're still loved ones anyway. We will gripe and grumble as we try to search for our spectacles or for a glass of water to get your mouth watered, or a bit of coffee if you got anything made, or just get stone and stuff from the pot and reheat the stuff and just say, okay, that's enough. But we'll do our regular morning routines and just wake up and say, okay, what's going to happen the next day? We'll just deal. We just deal. And for that one, I'll go back to bed.